As we approach the next decade of this millennium, it is clear that our world has witnessed sweeping changes during the past few years. Foremost on the minds of many concerned citizens are the global effects of climate change, which have led to the loss of myriad sacred lives and untold suffering. At this pivotal juncture, we are greatly blessed with individuals and organizations who have dedicated themselves to help save the planet. They are the world's heroes, named or unnamed. Now, more than ever, our Earth is in need of such voices of reason, courage, and compassion. This six-part series is an exploration of the immense contribution of a special individual whose life is an extraordinary example of unconditional service. Supreme Master Ching Hai is a spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist whose journey in the public eye has spanned more than 20 years. Her noble love has been manifested through her generous philanthropy. Her tender mercy has transformed humans' understanding of other beings, and her brilliant artistry has profoundly reminded us of our yearnings for the kingdom of God. In humanity's most challenging hour, Supreme Master Ching Hai is a shining light of hope, perseverance, and faith. Her message has touched the lives of countless people, bringing love and inner awakening to all corners of the globe.
It was a rainy night in a remote town in Formosa, or Taiwan, in a tiny room behind a temple, where the ashes of the deceased were stored as part of the Buddhist tradition. A young practitioner was deep in meditation. Outside, the persistent typhoon was raging. Suddenly, a group of people knocked on the door. Still drenched from the rain, they earnestly explained to her that they had vivid visions in which Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, also known as the Goddess of Mercy, appeared to them and told them to find an enlightened master in this secluded place. It never occurred to the humble renunciate to be anyone's teacher, and she tried to turn the visitors away. But the seekers were sincere, and after their repeated requests, she compassionately acquiesced. She showed them an ancient meditation method that would bring them eternal liberation after they first purified themselves for a period with a vegetarian diet and noble demeanor. Thus, in the mid-1980s, began the life of a spiritual master fully devoted to the multitude. Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she became known, has since been the constant source of inspiration, encouragement, and guidance for those whose lives have been graced by her presence. Even long before her mission, Supreme Master Ching Hai had been on a destined path. She grew up witnessing the turmoil of a humanity deeply longing for peace. It became her lifelong goal to end the suffering of the world through spiritual enlightenment.
Her search took her all the way into the remotest parts of the Himalayas. There, Supreme Master Ching Hai found a living master, and after a period of diligent practice, she attained full enlightenment. After being discovered on several different occasions by truth seekers, Supreme Master Ching Hai accepted her destiny of helping all those who would come to see her. Soon, earnest disciples grew in numbers, and they were in turn eager to share with others the good news about their master's teachings. Across continents, one invitation followed another for Supreme Master Ching Hai to deliver spiritual lectures. In response, she has selflessly circled the globe to give the gift of the Kuan Yin method of meditation and her teachings, all free of charge. In her lectures, Supreme Master Ching Hai explains that all the world's religions originated from the same truth.
There's only one religion, as that is the religion of God, of love, of understanding. There's only one church, one temple, that is the temple of enlightenment. Come to that temple, then we know all religions of the world.
She reminds us of the purpose of human life we may have forgotten.
The purpose of human life is to know God. God means their own greatness. Know the whole cosmic power which they themselves are a part.
She teaches that the key to heaven is the birthright of all of us and can be reclaimed as promised by all the great enlightened masters.
The essence of life is love. The essence of God, of Buddha, of Allah is love. There's nothing else but love. When we make the choice of love, that's the highest choice, the noblest choice, which is our true self. We will feel that we are very near to God, very near to Buddha.
Since time immemorial, the Kuan Yin method has been passed on by the masters as a way to enlightenment through the inner light and sound. Supreme Master Ching Hai shares this path through the lectures she has given in many regions of the world.
The light from heaven, which comes through meditation, will be able to shine our path in whichever path we choose to serve the world. God is the light. God is the love that we feel. God is the music of heaven. He can manifest himself different ways, like Moses, and the voice of thunder, the sounds of many water, the sound of trumpet, and all through the voice of the angel, as our prophet has heard it, or in the burst of flame, big light. These things you can also experience. That I can promise.
She has given lectures in different languages, always considering the needs of every audience she meets.
Alle Schönheiten, Wahrheiten und Tugenden in dieser Welt dienen nur zur Erinnerung an die wahre innere Welt.
Mình tu hành thành tâm được rồi, đâu phải cái tinh thần tu đâu, cái linh hồn tu chứ.
Qu'est-ce que c'est vraiment l'illumination immédiate? Comment y arriver?
L'illumination immédiate, c'est possible parce que nous avons déjà l'éveil de nous-mêmes. C'est comme le diamant, elle est déjà diamant. Suffisant pour le nettoyer un petit peu et puis elle est là.
Following each lecture, Supreme Master Ching Hai answers questions from the audience about life, birth and death, spiritual cultivation, and the truth. She offers her insights with candid eloquence, patience, wit, and humor. All the while, Supreme Master Ching Hai reminds us that verbal answers are not the ultimate knowledge. We must find our own great power and love within. With this method, people from different nationalities, ages, religions, and walks of life have made great spiritual progress, which in turn has brought happiness and peace in their lives.
I cannot put into words what it feels like to have someone who truly, truly loves you for eternity, that will be there no matter what. She doesn't judge you. She doesn't care what your background is. Whatever you've gone